Hello and welcome to your station identification. This is Blu-ray Cinema, Drew here, and we're talking about today Shout Factory's collector's edition of 1988 Dudes. Well, first of all, let's talk about the landscape of Blu-ray stuff, random stuff about Blu-rays. First of all, I want to talk about Lionsgate Limited and Blu-rays are even and 4Ks are hard to even collect now because first of all, Lionsgate Limited is, I think they need to do, if they're going to do exclusive stuff, they need to do stuff for them and then do the standard or another 4K for everybody else. Yeah, they mostly do steelbook stuff like that, which is okay, but I call them squirrel books because not many people like steelbooks. But some people call it steelbooks and hit 4K, which I think is stupid having double of everything, but unless it's really necessary. Or you like something you want an extra. But other than that, keeping 2 or 3 copies of this, 2 or 5 copies of this is ridiculous. That's my opinion. And how about you respect that opinion? Because I respect everybody else's opinion. But anyway, Lionsgate Limited is now taking over the Vestron video series, Vestron Video Collector's Edition of Blu-rays on their site. It's exclusive to their site now. And I don't understand it because they said going forward, Lionsgate Limited is taking it over. They already did 3 already of Vestron Video Collector Series. They did May, which is okay. It's not my thing, but I do admire it. I do respect it. They did the Almy, which I don't care for at all. I mean, I like Steve Martin, Lloyd Tomlin, not so much. And that's the reason why I'll never buy the thing. I respect Carl Reiner as a director. I respect Steve Martin, but Lloyd Tomlin I don't like as a comedian, as an actress. I just don't in any movie, any comedy she's done. Because that's not my type of humor. Her humor's not my type. And I'm not saying she's not funny, because she is. But her humor is not my type. And then now they're doing Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College. As I said in a previous video, Ghoulies 3 has no connection to Ghoulies 1 or 2. It's not produced or directed by Charles Band. He had nothing to do with it. And I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't know. But does anybody really want to pay for any Lionsgate Limited anything? $29.99 or $39.99 plus $7.95 shipping. So you're talking almost $38 or $48. Did anybody want to pay it for a Blu-ray or 4K? Almost $50 or almost $40 for a Blu-ray? No, we don't. Lionsgate shouldn't took over the Vestron Video series. Is people were getting those when they could. Now it's by Lionsgate Limited. Wait, and my next question is, if anybody knows, please put in the comment section below, or please comment if you know when does limited edition to certain sites start. Right now, Lionsgate got on the thing, and now people can't afford them. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Now doing Frailty on 4K, that's not a steelbook, but still, it's going to be $30-$40. No one's going to pay that. And they think, and I've seen comments when this stuff is going to be released this year, that's a Lionsgate Limited exclusive, and people say this is ridiculous. I want these movies, but I'm not gonna pay 30-40 bucks for it. So come on, guys, wait. Have like a standard or something. Go to Amazon or something, or to all retail, so we can at least get it. Or do we all have to go to FIE or something like that and say, hey, can you get that for us, or and we'll pay, you know, whatever it costs. Or because I went to dial about DVD, I'm not promoting those guys, but I asked them, are you getting the stuff? They said, nope, we're not doing it. Yeah, so we'll go Lionsgate only, and that sucks. That's my opinion, but it sucks. I mean, why should we? And so, is anybody out there willing to pay like 30, almost 40 bucks or almost 50 bucks for a Blu-ray or 4K? I'm not. Not right now. It's ridiculous. Unless if it's like James Bond or Austin Powers or Doctor Who or, for example, Star Wars or something like that, and you know you get a collection of stuff and you get a lot of stuff and a lot of special features of this stuff, then I can stand paying the 50 bucks. But not like that, no. And then another thing is the Sony Steelbooks. Like, nobody could get Kingdom of Heaven. I mean, I don't care for it. I mean, a lot of people do. I just don't. But people paying ridiculous. They want a ridiculous price for that, and who's going to pay that? And not many people are going to get it. Because they're putting Steelbook to Master Commander, Sony. Monty Python and Holy Grail come out in a couple months. That's going to be about 30-40 bucks at least. But you know, I didn't get Panorama because they're asking 45-50 bucks for it, but now it's sold out. Like by May, it's sold out. And I wish I grabbed it, but I'm not paying 45 bucks for Steelbook. When I know down the line, they're probably going to re-release that. But Sony, come on. You got to put a standard for people who don't want Steelbook. Not many people want excuse my language, but don't excuse my language. Put it that way. The fucking Steelbook. No one wants it. It's too much. You know, for certain movies that people like or people want, especially Dogma, because we know who's releasing it. Sony may not, and I don't know who. I hope they don't ask 50 bucks for it because nobody's going to pay that just for 4K. It's ridiculous. So I don't know what. Hopefully next year will be better, and some of this stuff will get released on a regular 4K Blu-ray thing, so nobody has to pay for a metal fucking Steelbook that nobody wants, that nobody's going to buy or pay for. It's not like it's something boutique and you know you're paying the shop. These aren't boutique labels, and yet they want us to pay the shop. I don't know. I don't have any answers. I wish I did, but I don't. But that's one of the things I wanted to talk about today because I think it's going a little much. It's a little much. I understand, you know, there's a lot of people that want this stuff, but you gotta like bring the price down. Studios gotta be willing to bring the price down, or have Best Buy and couple of like stores come back into the fold, say, hey, you know, Blu-rays and 4Ks, you know, people are buying them more and more and more. We gotta get into this again. We shouldn't have left. And Best Buy should never left. They went at a time where it was a little bit declining, but they know like it was going back up, going back up. That's why Barnes & Noble's never quit. Walmart never quit. You know, a couple of things got into Blu-ray in the last year because Best Buy left. Target has nothing. So, I don't know what our answers are there. If you do, please put in the comment section below, please. If you know any answers to all these questions people have, and I have a Blu-ray collector like myself. But other than that, we're going to talk about Dudes, a good Western action drama made in 1998 with Daniel Roebuck and John Cryer and Catherine Mary Stewart from Night of Comet and things like that. So it's a basically a punk rock Western ghost story where these two punks take a road trip into California, and then they run into this psycho leader of a gang, and the gang like shoots his friend, and then John Cryer, takes revenge on this gang that shot his best friend. It's directed by Paul B. Spears, who directed Suburbia, Wayne's World, and Decline of Western Civilization, which I never seen Decline of Western Civilization, but I heard it's very good. I never seen Suburbia either. If I have, I don't remember. So this collector's edition has new interviews with director Paul B. Spears, writers, producer, and actors John Cryer Fully of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's in the film too. He plays an important role in the film. Daniel Roebuck and Catherine Mary Stewart, theatrical trailer, vintage featurette, Making the Dudes, and still gallery. It's a Blu-ray DVD set. It's 90 minutes. 90 minutes of fun. It says the punk rock western, and that's pretty much sums it up. And I'll show the right here. Oh, if you can see it right there. There's Daniel Roebuck on one side and John Cryer on the other side, right there. And I'll take a reversible cover. Oh, there you go. There you go. And here's the insert right there. I'm in the car. If you can see it, yep. Little mini poster. And there's this right there. Dudes. I'll put it a little closer like that. Dudes. There you go. There you go. Okay. Let's back in because this is a bitch. It's a bitch to put in, guys. You know what I mean? Yep. This is by Shout Sweat. I know this is still in stock. Oh. So the question is, do you like cult films like this? I think you can see this on Tubi and whatnot. You probably can. Because I like films like this all the time. I saw this film as a teenager, and I still love it to this day. So, it's one of my favorites. That's good. Do I wish there's more features on here? Yes, but I wish there's commentary in here. Yes, I did. If I do ever 4K of this, they probably will do a commentary for this thing. But it's pretty good. I mean, it's up there with John Cryer's other movie, Hideout. It depends. Hideout, I kind of like some of it, and some of it I don't, but because I think, yeah. There's been another film like this since, and never will be, so. Alright. Well, my channel. Until the next, have a great day. Take care, and see you guys later. And please, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Because I appreciate all my subscribers and new ones to come. Alright. See ya. Bye.